Already Home Care is a top-performing home care agency here in the Lowcountry. Kristen Atkins joins us along with Barbara Franklin from Franklin and Associates to tell us how home health care and long-term health planning go hand in hand. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on the program. We do appreciate that. Kristen, I'd like to start with you, if you don't mind. Can you tell me a little bit, give us an overview about what kind of services Already Home Care can provide?
Okay. Already Home Care provides non-medical home care assistance. So we have caregivers that will come and provide assistance with bathing, dressing, transportation, meal preparation. Ultimately, our goal is to help the older adult remain in their home safely as long as possible.
And of course, that's the trend right now, is that people really want to be in their homes. They don't want to go to a medical facility.
Yes, absolutely. That is the trend. And it's more comfortable to be able to remain at home. We are able to provide the services that are needed and reach out to outside agencies if we see fit to provide that additional support as well.
Certainly a wonderful thing. Barbara, I'd like to welcome you back to the program. You've been with us in the past. Tell us what Franklin and Associates does for people that may have missed your previous segment.
Well, in relation to what Kristen was talking about, the services are important, but the inevitable question is, how do you pay for it?
Right.
Yes, and there's a very common misconception that there are government programs that pay for it, Medicare, Medicaid, and they don't pay for non-medical home care. So we, of course, help people to plan ahead for long-term care. Long-term care insurance is a way to do that.
Yeah.
But we also help them look at a wide range of other sources that they may need to tap into if they haven't planned ahead.
Well, I'd like to ask you, at what age do you want to start really considering this? Is there an age cutoff? Is this more for like, I'm worried about my parents? Is this something that I want to start saving for in the future?
John, I think planning can't start too soon. Yeah. And we typically, though, see people planning for care needs as part of their retirement planning. That's when it comes front and center.
Wonderful. Kristen, tell me a little about what are some of the questions that you already get at Already Home Care and long-term planning care as insurance as well?
I think the biggest question is, how do you pay for home care services? Right. And there are some long-term care insurance policies that does cover the cost of the home care component. Medicare, unfortunately, does not cover the cost of home care services. When we do have significant questions, I reach out to a specialist such as Barbara Franklin with Franklin and Associates.
So really, does the process start with people coming to you and say, well, I have an elderly parent or relative that I think they want to keep them in their home, but you guys, what kind of services do you offer? And then, of course, it goes to, well, how can we make this work?
Yes.
And so is that a one-on-one consultation?
It is. We will go and perform or do an initial assessment, for that client and meet with the family to discuss, how to pay for services, the services that we provide. And then, of course, with additional questions, which is, I would reach out to Barbara to have her kind of give some insight on ways to pay for home care services.
And Barbara, do you think right now that this is an affordable service for everybody if you start planning early enough?
It can be, John. The long-term care insurance plans that have been available for over 30 years, the majority of them do include provision for home care. In fact, the companies have designed them specifically to help people stay at home. It's just that long-term care insurance is not for everyone. Everyone needs a long-term care plan. So you have to figure out some way to organize your resources to cover it.
Absolutely. It's something you should start planning on soon. Ladies, thank you so much. All the information you need right there on your screen about Already Home Care. You can find them on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard or that website right there. Guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. All right, let's send it over to break.